Hi, welcome to Centerville Reports Today. I'm Maureen Russell Hodson. And you know, you've driven past Benham's Grove a million times, and you've probably been there and seen those gorgeous gardens and container gardens. Maybe you wonder, how can I get something like that at my house? Well, guess what? We're going to tell you how, because the Friends of Benham's Grove are offering a very special free container garden workshop. And here to tell us more, we have Kate Renner and Sherry Leidy, both Friends of Benham's Grove. And ladies, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And you know, container gardens are really the big thing right now. And Kate, I think you have a little bit of familiarity with those container gardens at Benham's Grove, because you and Mary Higgins have planted them for
years.
And they're so gorgeous.
It's sometimes difficult because we have to use drought-tolerant plants. You know, we try to use as many drought-tolerant plants as we can because they don't always get watered, and they do pretty well.
And you have a variety. I mean, not
yeah.
one garden looks the same.
No. We use tropicals. We use tropicals that sometimes peter on house plants by some people's point of view, you know, but they work, you know. And then we use all our supertunias, proven winter plants, vegetative annuals that are supposed to last through the fall.
And so people, as you're listening, you're probably thinking, wow, she sounds like an expert, because guess what? She is. You know how to do this.
I used to grow them from babies.
Yeah, well, you've done this for a few years.
Yeah.
And so if you're not familiar with the Friends of Benham's Grove, it's a support organization, right, Sherry?
Yes, it is. We were founded in 1995 by Ann Hughes, Leslie Kiefaber, and Judy Kunis. And next year will be our 20th anniversary, and we're planning some big events for 2015, and we certainly will invite anyone to come and join us, and we'd love to have some more. And we have room on the board, so you know, if anyone wants to join us, we certainly would welcome them.
So the Friends really offers expertise in terms of the planting around Benham's Grove. You're an all-volunteer board, right? But you also offer special events like this workshop.
Yes, we felt it was just everyone's really sad because the growing season's stopping, and you don't necessarily have to. With people like Mary and Kate, they can show you how to extend that season just a little bit longer and enjoy it, clear up until Mother Nature gives up on us.
Okay, which
is now. Mother Nature is very strange this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very extreme in temperatures are affecting these annuals that I've grown for 20 years from babies, you know, and they come as actual cuttings. You have to pay, you know, little, what do you call that? I have to pay like a price because I'm getting them from you, even though they're really from South America and South Africa. And they're an annual, and an annual only has a certain amount of time to grow. And they really did wonderfully this spring and early summer, when we had all that rain and beautiful weather.
Yeah.
Everything looked sun. And then all of a sudden, I started seeing things like, me and Mary were on the phone constantly, what's going on? All of a sudden, this one plant died in this pot. And you're there like every day, because I take care of these clients' houses, and I'm there, and I'm like, what's going on? And I'm bloom boosting. Miracle Grow has this great product out, Bloom Booster, that it's just fantastic. It produces the blooms, but then they started getting chlorotic between you watering and the rain, so then you had to give it regular Miracle Grow so it'd have nitrogen.
Right.
That's what the chlorotic means. They had yellow stripes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Yellowing.
Of course,
Plants get yellow if they don't get enough water, if they get too much water, but it was too much water this year. And now they're starting to go to seed. And usually I do fall containers, but I make them into a vignette. And so not only do you use the mums and asters, which are kind of blowing now, the asters are going early. Everything's actually off time, perennial-wise, in the garden.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just an unusual weather year for us.
I've been working outside since 1995 professionally, and it's different.
Yeah.
It's different. I think the climate's changed. I'm not saying whose fault it is. I'm just saying it's changed. It's different. It's just so. It's just so different.
Yeah.
I can feel the difference, but so you flip over into fall, and you use your mums and your asters and coral bells and grasses, you know, and you can pot these all up in the pots, and then you put like a bale of straw, right? Straw, not hay. Hay is for horses, right? Straw that you can buy at Flower Factory pretty cheap, because anybody can go there now, and then you add like the scarecrows and gourds, and you want to give all different shapes and sizes like you do on a regular mixed container in the spring. You want different depths, different colors, and then you can go out like into the actual gardens, and if they have grasses growing, even if they're in still tight bud and they haven't blown open, you just cut them and put them right into the pots, and they'll blow open, and you get branches.
Yeah.
And the black-eyed Susans, they lose their petals, but the little black seed
centers.
pods,
Yeah.
they look so great.
they
Now,
do.
coneflowers make that too, but the birds will eat that, and they'll disintegrate. The black-eyed Susans last longer. So you get that darkness and depth. And you just keep playing and adding stuff, and you find all sorts of stuff in your house and
Just a
whatever.
sampling of some of the
It's
information
just-
that you're going to
Yeah,
get,
it's
right?
really like
we
an
want to make sure we
artistic
give the
thing.
date. It's September 20th,
20th.
Saturday, September 20th at 10 o'clock. And of course, it is at Benham's Grove, which is at 166 North Main Street in Centerville. So this is just a sampling of the kinds of stuff that you're going to get. So when you come there, we should say, too, it's free.
Yes.
A lot of
free.
places charge for something like this.
Yep.
This is really a nice gift that the Friends of Benham's Grove are giving back to the community.
We're going to raffle them off, too, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Oh, so you're going to actually build
Yes.
container gardens?
Yes.
Right.
And
Okay.
raffle them off.
Raffle them off.
Aha, so
For
you're
free.
going to have a chance to win one of these fabulous fall planters.
A Mary Higgins container.
That's exciting.
Hey,
That is
there's
nice.
not. There'll only be those three.
You're
And
going to make
that's-
3.
We're going to make 3.
Okay.
Make three or four, whatever.
Okay.
3 or 4.
So
you know.
there's your chance. And if you want to register, because, and we're not just saying this, because registrations really are filling up. You want to
Right.
call Benham's Grove 433-1913 and make sure that we have your name. And not only will you get a chance to see and learn more about container gardens, but you'll also get to learn more about Friends of Benham's Grove.
Right.
Right.
You know, we really encourage everyone to come out and be a part of us. You know, we do have, there's a lot of depth, and we do a lot of fun things, and it's grow the grove.
Yeah.
That is our
That's
motto.
it, grow the grove.
Grow the grove.
And just tell us over the years, because I'm kind of floored that looking at 20 years of Friends of Benham's Grove
know.
now. How could that be? No one's aging at all, which is
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
that's amazing. 20 years, but over those 20
Yeah.
years, the amount of work, not only through physical work, but also the different gifts in terms of additions to Benham's Grove you all have done.
Oh, we start with the pergola.
Mm-hmm.
They helped with the pond needed
Right.
redoing. We put in brick plaza behind the barn. That's, you know, so we've helped with the floor of the tent and the brick
Yeah, the
walkways,
pavers,
the
the
pavers.
The lighting,
The lighting.
We put a
and-
garden in, and irrigation.
Yeah,
the celebration garden.
celebration garden.
It's just really, there are
Just
Friends of Benham's Grove
And lighting.
fingerprints all over
Right.
Benham's Grove. I mean, it just really has been such a wonderful
It's
enhancement.
a great place. It's so beautiful there. I really like it
Yeah.
there.
It's a
just
gem.
really
Yeah.
nice.
It is a
right in the
gem.
middle of town.
Yeah, and you can just kind of go in,
just
stroll
walk
in, and
around.
enjoy. And we have some photos of some of the actual gardens that you and Mary had created for the summer, I guess. So I think these look great.
Those are
Oh,
those are great plants.
those
Those
are-
are dragonwing
yeah.
begonias. They're wonderful because they'll go sun or shade. They personally, I prefer them half and half, more shade than sun. But they don't like a lot of water. It's a begonia. Perfect. You know, you can tell by the green leaf. See, those pots ended up getting that you see on the screen right now.
Yeah.
So huge from
Yeah.
all the rain.
So
I had
is
to
that
cut
why?
them back.
I mean, you did it. You don't really plant.
I
Did you
would.
know they were
What we
gonna be
do
like
is we
that?
use really good soil. We get really good soil, and then at the root system, even in the fall, I'll do this. I put Osmocote, which is slow release fertilizer. Me and Mary use Osmocote at the roots of the plant, and then we put more soil in and fill, and we put more
Those are
Osmocote.
huge. I didn't know if you had planned to make them that.
No,
large.
I had no idea. When I went over there one day, I'm like, oh my gosh. I couldn't believe how big the coleus had
Yeah.
gotten,
No,
which
they-
you could make cuttings off of, put in water, and have another plant.
So will there be an opportunity for questions?
Oh, yeah.
Also during this seminar.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
'Cause I
yeah.
know
They
you'll
can
be-
ask about everything, because we'll bring some of those pots over.
Yeah.
We'll bring some of those big overgrown pots.
And as you're putting together, I know you'll talk about each step
Oh,
and
yeah.
what you're
Me
doing.
and Mary will.
Yeah.
Won't stop.
And
No,
it'll
it's-
be in the barn again, as we said, and it's on September 20th. It's really great, an opportunity too to bring your friends, spend a morning,
Yeah.
Yeah,
get to
just
know some other
Have some
people.
coffee and donuts and
We'll
sandwiches
have some
and whatever.
light refreshments and just
it's free.
visit. Yeah, just visit. PF, you know, we are such a family type of
Yeah.
an organization. It's not so, you
It's
know,
laid back.
Yeah. You know, sometimes my favorite saying is, let's just hold hands and have a group hug.
Sherry.
Because, you know, it's just,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a huggy person.
Yeah, and it is a very warm and inviting
Right.
group, and it's all volunteers, so you don't have to be a gardener either to be a
no.
part of this group.
You can learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can just watch.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, nobody has to do anything.
But
You
that's
know.
that's a great tip if you all of a sudden find yourself with a little bit of time or want to spruce up a certain area.
Right.
Come,
Yeah.
We say the experts, but really you can come and talk to a lot of folks who know a lot about
anytime.
gardening.
It's just a lot of fun. And containers can go actually in the garden. It doesn't have to go only on, the pathway or your driveway or your front door.
So it can be part of
you
your
can put it
actual
in the
garden.
garden.
Yes.
Why not?
And you
then
can put them in
have your
lots of
height.
different containers too, because I know we've got like a bicycle. We've got
Yeah.
photos of some different ways
yeah.
you can.
I've done big, old-fashioned carriages, and you can leave the plants right in the pots when you do that, and just cover it with some kind of moss or straw or whatever. It's just so much fun. You just let your imagination go.
Yeah.
But you do have to know some of the basics on what to put in there, like you were saying, some of the special product that you can do to help make things grow even better.
Right. Well, the problem also is like last year we had a really bad winter. So if you did do mixed containers like for fall and you had your coral bells and stuff, usually you want to plant perennials normally by the end of September back into the ground because they'll heave out from the freezing and thawing. You know what I'm talking about? They heave out. You got to keep stepping on them to get them back in. So a lot of times if you leave those coral bells and perennials that last here in the pot through the winter, they're not going to make it.
They died.
They die.
Yeah.
Last year everything died that was in containers, and we're supposed to have another bad winter. But if you can get them at a good price, it doesn't matter. And there's really no guarantee if you're waiting till after Halloween to plant them, the coral bells or whatever, because they look really great. I mean, coral bells is just the leaves. I don't really care for the blooms, and they won't be blooming right now anyway. But they look so sensation. There's so many new kinds of those.
Right. Over 30.
Yep.
Oh my
easily.
God. Over 30
Lime
years.
green to dark burgundy.
So if there's something that somebody wanted to do just to kind of get them through, what should you be doing with your garden right now, just to kind of wrap it up? Or getting ready?
Start cleaning.
Start
weed.
cleaning up.
All I do is weed every time there's rain.
Okay.
Yeah. Start cleaning.
Cleaning, deadheading.
Deadheading.
I've never had to deadhead these non-deadheading annuals before, but this year we're deadheading.
Okay.
Cutting off the seed pods. But I think the annuals are going to go faster this year, and then we're going to have to go into mums. But if you get mums, you want to buy your mums if you are going to get into mums.
And I love mums. When should you buy
I do
them?
too. But there's early, mid, and late mums. I usually do for my customers. I do the late mums because they want this through, October, like Halloween time.
Right.
That fall with the scarecrows and all that stuff. So you don't want to buy the mums now because they're not going to make it. Because once they blow open, and depending on the weather, once it gets hot, they're gone. They're gone. They're shot.
So we should wait a few weeks before we're
I hate
buying
to
our
say
mums.
it. Yeah, unless
keep
you want to
buying
keep buying them.
Just keep buying
Yeah,
them.
you keep buying them. That's the other thing. But I always try to get everything in tight bud, and certain colors blow faster than others, like yellow and white. They go
very quickly.
They go real quickly.
And we see mums everywhere, so it really is
Yeah.
a sign of fall, even though the weather's not showing us that yet. Sherry, I wanted to ask you real quickly, not only do you have events, but you also have bricks, so if you wanted to have a special event at Benham's Grove and mark that with a brick, you can do that as well.
Yes, we sell the bricks, and we have two sizes, and we've already sold, I think, over half a dozen in the last couple of months. So
And they look nice.
They look nice.
Yeah, that's along the brick walkway there. You can have if you're a supporter, but you can also if you have
memory of.
Memory of
birthday, if you have an anniversary party there, if you get married there. There's lots of neat ways.
There's a
to
lot
mark
of
that.
weddings at Benham's Grove.
It's a nice.
It's a
I
beautiful
think because
place.
they go and they see these gorgeous flowers and they think,
It's just
I
the
want to
whole
look just like
setting
this.
is gorgeous there. It's a great place for
And
a
it's
party.
very serene, and it just really is kind of a treasure nestled right in the heart of Centerville.
Yes.
So you don't really think that you're in a busy
You're
area.
not, yeah.
You feel
48's going away, up and down.
And you don't really hear it.
And you don't hear it, And the pond with the fountain
It's
in
a
the middle.
nice big pond.
It's just gorgeous.
And we should say benhamsgrove.com if you'd like to get more information about Benham's Grove if you're not familiar with it, because it is a rental facility. It's a community gathering place. It's owned and operated by the city of Centerville. But we definitely want you to come out and see this program because it's going to be a lot of fun. You just got a little taste of what Kate's going to offer in terms
Wait
of
till Mary shows up. It's a Mary
container
Kate
gardens.
show.
It's Saturday, September 20th. It's at 10 o'clock, and you can call 433-1913 for more information. Ladies, thanks for being here.
Oh, thanks,
We'll see you
Maureen.
next time.
Okay, thank you.